Yesterday was special in the sense that the aurora or the polar lights can be seen quite regularly in the northern hemispheres near the polar regions, but it's not very usually that these polar lights are seen at lower latitudes, like Germany, northern to mid-Germany. Further down, I remember that 2003 people could see them in Spain, and that means we had a very strong storm. So this solar storm hits the Earth, basically the Earth's outer magnetic field, and creates some consequences and interaction in terms of electric currents and magnetic field changes that accelerate the particles stored in the Earth's magnetic field, and they travel towards the poles and excite with interaction impacts on the oxygen and nitrogen atoms in the Earth's atmosphere in a height of 100 to 1,000 kilometers, these red and green lights and sometimes yellow lights we see, known as aurora. First, I think we have to face the fact that we have multiple eruptions which go together and impact one after the other the Earth. But they had not these extremely high speeds which we witness in very extreme events. So to give you an idea, we were talking about speeds of 2,000 kilometers per second, which is of course very fast, but in extreme cases, we reach 4,000 or something. And so that's a very strong storm, extreme storm, but not a superstorm, we would call it, with all these impacts that are possible on technological infrastructures. So in the consequences of an extreme storm, you can have a lot of problems with the technology, infrastructure, communication, navigation systems, and so on. But this storm was not so extreme that we really have to fear of any severe damages. So I would say today is a good chance to go out to look into around midnight or before midnight to watch the sky for auroras. That I think is very good possible also at latitudes in Germany. The more northern we are, the more likely we see something. Then tomorrow I think it will be more mild, and I expect some turbulence or some disturbances, but I would think the chances are today better and all very good. But I have to be always careful in terms of the predictions because it's a long way from sun to earth, you know. So this is actual image of the outer atmosphere of the sun in specific lights colored red. In this case, we cannot see from ground. And we have to fly satellites to see the outer atmosphere where these storms are generated. And behind me, you can see this is from the NASA SDO satellite image, which has been taken about half an hour before we did this interview. And you can see this bright, shining region, which we call, as a physicist, that this region radiates. This is a signature that the conditions are very strong magnetic fields and radiation at the sun. And this region, which is actually to the one side now, and the sun rotates, and during the next days it will leave us our direction towards Earth.